This is your girl Shay. Thank you for hitting the button play. Okay. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. So AC down a little bit. Y'all let me know. The link is in the description if you want to jump into the chat. Now tonight we're gonna talk about a little bit of something different. And I know a lot of you trucker men out there deal with this paying child support. I'm not a man, so I don't know what it feels like. Okay, but recently the rapper Young Jock, y'all probably know him from the Love and Hip Hop reality TV franchise, or Do the Thing, Do Thing. You know, the songs he had out in the early 2000s. Okay, he is a father of 8 children. What is the sad face for? Don't come out with the negativity. Not today. Look up the negativity today. Okay. Like I said, Young Jock is a father of 8 children, and I think there's 6 different baby moms. Okay, and he recently had one of his baby mothers turn on him and basically lie to authorities on him, basically, and get him arrested. Now, I'm not a man, but I know a lot of you male truckers go through a lot with dealing with the baby moms or moms of your, ex-wives or whatever. So I kind of feel I like to know how y'all get around it, how y'all deal with it, because I know if a male trucker owner op is paying $700 a week. Okay, $700 a week in child support. Okay, that's a nice piece of change. Okay, even though freight is good, money is good, he's making it back or whatever. That's still a lot of money to come off of a week's time. Okay, but there's so many men, especially African American men, that are getting arrested behind not paying your child support. So, like, is the system not fair to you? I don't know how it is in the child support court. They just listen to the ladies. I don't know. Yeah, y'all have to chime in, but I know it's going to hit a lot of men. So I just want to touch on a lot because I know that there are a few truckers in the past that I know of that have. You can lose your CDL. If you didn't know it, in some states, you can lose your CDL for not paying child support. Oh, boyfriend. Okay. If you know me, you can. Okay. Now, I don't think Texas is one of those states, but I think up north, some parts of the Midwest, you can lose your CDL if you are behind on your child support payment. So I like to get a lot of men to come in and chime in or catch the replay and give her how you cope and how you deal with having to pay child support, dealing with a crazy ex-wife, dealing with a crazy baby mama. Keeping your focus out here on this road because the OTR is a lot in itself. Okay, and I do kind of sympathize a little bit with some of the male drivers because they have a lot more to deal with than a female. Y'all have it easier when it comes to being taken seriously. But on the financial side, y'all might have it just a little bit hard because they have so much I have to pay for being a man, and the man is always expected to pay for everything. You feel me? So I thought it was nice to touch on, especially for my guys that watch, and a lot of you guys are married that watch me. No, we're talking about ones that's married. I mean, even one that's married, you got some money on. Okay, so how do you get that balance in between paying what you need to pay? And there's some of you men out here or paying child support already and then giving extra money on top of that. Okay. Yeah. So there's Mr. Nice guys out there that they're doing that too, ladies. Okay. So what are your opinion of those particular type of men and how do you deal, if you don't mind sharing, of paying a child support out of your pocket? And then there's a lot of trucking companies that will not even take you if you are getting your wages garnished from child support payments. Okay. So that knocks you out of certain areas of employment right there with your CDL. Okay, we got to clip the player Young Jog real fast and come back for the rest of my commentary.
Yeah, man, I was actually sponsoring an event for the mayor of South Fulton. And I was going home to get dressed, and a lot of police department pulled behind me, and they ain't say nothing. They just walked up to the car. Now, interesting enough, I'm sitting here like, well, what you put me over for? He never said. Yeah, man, I was actually sponsoring an event for the mayor of South Fulton. And I was going home to get dressed, and a lot of police department pulled behind me, And they ain't say nothing. He just walked up to the car. Now, interesting enough, I'm sitting here like, well, what you put me over for? He never said nothing. He just grabbed me and said, I rolled down the passenger window. The female officer said, yep, that's him. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Then he came to the driver though, and he was like, so I'm actually get out of the car. I'm like, all right, I got a crazy to put handcuffs on me.
Right.
Then he was like, you might have a warrant. That was it. That's all he said. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try this again, y'all. Hold on.
Yeah, man, I was actually sponsoring an event for the mayor of South Fulton. And I was going home to get dressed, and a lot of police department pulled behind me, and they ain't say nothing. He just walked up to the car. Now, interesting enough, I'm sitting here like, well, what you put me over for? He never said nothing. He just grabbed me and said, I rolled down the passenger window. The female officer said, yep, that's him. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Then he came to the driver though, and he was like, so I'm actually get out of the car. I'm like, all right, I got a crazy to put handcuffs on me.
Right.
Then he was like, you might have a warrant. That was it. That's all he said. They put me in the back of the police car. They drove me out, took me to Rice Street. The pre-trial. No.
But you can't tell people what they're being arrested for?
You are supposed to.
Did they read you your rights?
No, never did. I never heard the rights.
You can hear the Miranda?
Never. Never did. So anyway, I'm going to just tell y'all what happened. So people are saying this child abandonment, and people are trying to say that, that means you didn't pay child support. Well, that's definitely what child abandonment means when you hear it like that. But in my case, that wasn't the case. So let's just say, without saying who the kid's mom is, because we're going to keep that chill for a minute. So I've been paying so much money up ahead, right?
Right.
To stay ahead. Not just to stay ahead because I didn't want no smoke. Right? So I paid a lot of money up. Once I realized, I felt like, you know what? I don't have to pay you this much money. It wasn't that I realized, it was just, it came to the point. I'm like, yo, I'm about to get married. I gotta take my time and put finances toward, my wedding. But I had spent so much money on child support for this particular child.
Right.
Now, that person got mad. Yeah, man, I was actually sponsoring an event for the mayor of South Fulton. And I was going home to get dressed, and a lot of police department pulled behind me, and they ain't say nothing. He just walked up to the car. Now, interesting enough, I'm sitting here like, well, what you put me over for? He never said nothing. He just grabbed me and said, I rolled down the passenger window. The female officer said, yep, that's him. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Then he came to the driver though, and he was like, so I'm actually get out of the car. I'm like, all right, I got a crazy to put handcuffs on me.
Right.
Then he was like, you might have a warrant. That was it. That's all he said. They put me in the back of the police car. They drove me out, took me to Rice Street. The pre-trial. No.
But you can't tell people what they're being arrested for?
You are supposed to.
Did they read you your rights?
No, never did. I never heard the rights.
You can hear the Miranda?
Never. Never did. So anyway, I'm going to just tell y'all what happened. So people are saying this child abandonment, and people are trying to say that, that means you didn't pay child support. Well, that's definitely what child abandonment means when you hear it like that. But in my case, that wasn't the case. So let's just say, without saying who the kid's mom is, because we're going to keep that chill for a minute. So I've been paying so much money up ahead, right?
Right.
To stay ahead. Not just to stay ahead because I didn't want no smoke. Right? So I paid a lot of money up. Once I realized, I felt like, you know what? I don't have to pay you this much money. It wasn't that I realized, it was just, it came to the point. I'm like, yo, I'm about to get married. I gotta take my time and put finances toward, my wedding. But I had spent so much money on child support for this particular child.
Right.
Now, that person got mad. The mother got mad and felt like, no, you're supposed to keep paying me this. I said, no, let's go to the lawyers. Let's get the attorneys involved. And we'll get a real, because we never established what I would pay per month.
Okay.
And let's just say I was paying her a salary. Let's just say that. I'm gonna be honest. This on my mama, okay? It's on all my kids' lives. I was paying her an upwards to $4,000 a month.
Oh wow.
Actually, $5,000 a month. I ain't really want to say that because I ain't want the other kid mom to be going in on after they hear this, but that's the truth, and that's what it was. So when we did that, while we were in the process of establishing all of my information, my documents, I need to see your contracts. I need, when you're a celebrity, they're going through everything when it comes to the attorneys. So when Christmas rolled around, I was like, look. We don't have an agreement. We don't have an agreement of what to pay. That's what we're trying to establish. So in the process of doing that, I said, well, hey, I give you $1,500 for Christmas. And the attorney said, no, that's not enough. So while my attorney and her attorney's going back and forth to establish this, they put this out on me. I didn't even know. I had a warrant, you know what I'm saying, for this. So here I am. I'm just living my life casually, still paying child support.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. Okay. Basically, what the clip is saying that he didn't even see this really coming. They put this against him some months ago, and they weren't really with just the extra $1,500 for, I think it was Christmas month or whatever what was it supposed to be. I really think it's kind of low down. There's so many females out here that are really just being spiteful because the relationship just ended or he cheated or whatever may be going on. And you do this to send a man to jail and basically take him away from your kids. But this is females. I mean, I'm not a baby mama, but from the outside looking in, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Okay, y'all let me know on the replay game. Isn't it harder for you to lose your baby daddy or your husband if he's locked up or in jail? Okay, because I know I saw my mom struggle a lot of days being a single parent, having to do a lot of things. Is it just worth it just to have that check? Or other days you're sick, or other days you going through other things that's happening in your life and you need an extra pair of hands there. What about if you have a young man you're trying to go and teach how to be a man and things like that? And I'm getting real, a lot of our black young men need their fathers in their lives. So when you set this kind of game up, in the long run, you're hurting your child. You may be hurting the baby daddy. Like right now, young Jock hurting right now from this way. You just heard him say he was going to a mayor's party. You hear what he said in the clip for it buffered a lot. He was trying to go to a mayor's party and host. That's a big deal. That's a huge thing to do for anyone. Okay, all kind of people at a mayor's party. All kind of connections he could have made at this mayor's party. Okay, and to be arrested the day of, you have a real major opportunity because someone is being held spiteful to you. And it happens to be the mother of your child. Now we all know Young Jack got some money, people, okay? He ain't got no Drake money. But we all know he ain't broke walking around here with his 8 children. Okay? But I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. For real, I know catch some hell for this. Young Jock kind of halfway brought this on himself. Okay, I don't know what it is with you guys getting these 2, 3 different, 4, 5 different baby mamas. I didn't think things supposed to go couple steady. Things supposed to be stress free for you, and that's just not true. Okay, why put your stress to stress like that? I get usually on firecracker, you laying in line, busting it wide everywhere, but there's long term consequences for it. Look at what young Jock is going through. Okay, ain't neither one of these kids of his are in diapers. Neither one of them. Okay, all right. The two older boys he have, they grown. Okay, but why do y'all do that to yourselves? Why y'all look at different women have different babies like that? You just put yourself in stress. The government encourages single parent home. Yeah, but that's the government. You ain't got to encourage it. And you got to encourage it for yourself. Do you? That's a good argument though. It's like back in the day when they put all the blacks in one area of town. You know, Chicago and Detroit is really big on history of that putting all the blacks in one area and making it turn into a ghetto. That's the blockbustering us. That's the blockbustering us and steering us the return for it really. Putting all race so one piece of race and all type of people in one area. What's up, Nadia? But that is cold blooded though. That's cold blooded. You already been getting money monthly from this man. And because you wanted extra money, he gave you extra $1,500, $1,600 for whatever it was. We couldn't get to it because the damn clip keep buffering. We're gonna try to play it one more time. And then you gonna wait, put something on it. And you know, this process takes a while, y'all. This process don't happen overnight when you file something against your baby dad or your husband. It takes months. Okay, so all this time he been thinking he been fine, been going to see his children, he's paying his child support. You know, he been on Love and Hip Hop franchise for a while, and I heard they get like 6, 7 figures for a year for being on that show. They get a nice little salary. Okay, so yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So she been sitting there this whole time, staring him in his face, watching him walk in and out the house because see, that child, all watching she put this against him. Okay, that's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. And then you see it in the clip. He also says that he wasn't even handled properly in the whole arrest. They so pulled up behind him and said, "Yeah, that's him." Threw him in cuffs. Didn't read him his rights and all that. And just threw him in jail. Okay, so that's how Atlanta police. I guess y'all do this here too. Okay, yeah, just about as bad as NOLA police. You feel me? So he was so poor baby. He wasn't handled in nowhere near and decent amount of this whole thing. Okay, but men, what do you think y'all be doing? Child young and all that kind of. Nah, I can't keep using that as an excuse. This is what you get. You get your position on Young Jock. And see, Young Jock is blessed enough to be connected to so many people that he can get help this kind of situation. Other men in his situation are not that blessed. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's connected to the show have lawyers. Then he's also built relationships over the years of being a musician, being in the music industry. So he has connections and a support to get him through. They're having 6, 7, and 8 children. Okay, but all the rest of you other guys that don't have that kind of connection or have that kind of support, what do y'all do? How do you manage? Or you on the verge of going to jail now for back child support out here driving a truck and don't even know it? Because you have a lot of men, especially black men, especially that just don't take care of their business. Just don't take care of their business. Don't get on the grind. You know, they give it a woman. They talk all that shit about her. They mistreat her a whole while she's pregnant. They don't be there when the baby's born. They do all this kind of crazy stuff and just totally responsible and totally lack of care all the way around. And then you go put that paperwork down in his ass. You want to play crazy. Then he wants to talk. Then he wants to put down what he wants to pay. And I'm keeping real with my ladies. $200-300 a month is not no damn child support. I'm sorry, I'm not even a baby mama. I know better than that. It takes more than $200-300 a month to take care of yourself. So how that makes $200 enough to care of no child? Why buy some clothes and drop some groceries off? That's not my real support, you fellas. That's not real support. So you put yourselves in this. Now again, I feel for them because I don't like how the way things are handled. But quit having babies. In the words of my Pink Pocket lessons and Kendra G, quit having babies by people that you don't know. Stop it. Quit getting infatuated. You can get into the music industry because you give it a certain guy. Quit getting you can get on a certain opportunity because you give it a certain guy. It is not worth the long term headache. Okay, and I do feel like a lot of guys are not supported. Like Jock can, Jock gonna be alright in the situation. You know he is. Okay, I'm talking about for the other guys in the same situation as him that don't have the stacks that he do. You gotta keep in mind, Jock got royalties for songs he wrote from way back in the day. Some of these women think is support messing with old men, 2500, 50,000, etc. ain't doing nothing. Baby, baby. I met a trucking guy say all he do is buy clothes and hit the cash up for money. I said, all right, nigga. She usually say you ain't been supporting. And the baby like at the time like 6, 7, she's 8 or 9 years old now. But a lot of these trucker men out here now, I think it's a game. Not paying their child support for their kids. And like I said, like truck companies don't like that stuff coming through and getting your wages garnished because you behind, or you about ready to go to jail because you behind. Take care of your business. Now in Jock's case was kind of fool, but I'm talking for the other men that actually have been slacking. Go down and put child support on yourself. Why? That's what I'm gonna ask some of the men. Why do y'all wait until the woman or the ex-wife puts y'all on child support? Why don't you go and put it down on yourselves and get the ball on yourselves? The court always was take it a little bit easier from other guys that I talk to, and they said it's easier when you put it on yourself. So her put it down because when she puts it down on it, she can paint the picture of the hell what she wants to paint it. You understand? The folks in the court don't believe her. I thank God I really did great with my kids. Well, you're blessed to have your kids. Thank God. You know, and I mean, my mom held it down. My dad wasn't there, but I started to be stressed a lot of days without the extra support and having to go down to the food stamp office and get food stamps, things like that. And, she didn't want to. People get all in your business. If you don't know, they get all into your business, honey. And they're so damn rude and disrespectful. I think one time we went on when I was like 11 or I was like 15. That's when my dad really heard when they finally got divorced. And she wasn't getting help. My dad couldn't help be able to support at the time. We're going to talk about that in another video. And so we were sitting there, and the lady was like, what about that necklace around your neck? And what about that ring on your finger? You can't pawn that and buy you and your kids some groceries. It's real, real nasty. Them raggedy bitches down at the state office think that shit is there. It's their money. Okay? But you have to tolerate that, ladies. You have to tolerate that and put up with that when you have baby by people that you don't know, and then you yourself are not financially nowhere near stable. Okay, you have to put on stable people being in your life, being in your business. You may have a housing voucher, but you have to put the people in your business. Okay, I have a homegirl that she's on child support. She has every government since you think of. She has five kids and 4 different baby daddies. Okay, 4 kids. I'm sorry, 4 different baby daddies. And when she was on the housing and, the child support checks come in, but I don't ever equal enough for all 4 kids, So, you have to stress about that, okay? And housing came in, just sidebar real fast. Housing came in, ladies, and they told her she had to downgrade from her 3-bedroom townhome and get into a 2-bedroom or get off the housing voucher. Okay? And they did this to her about almost 4 years ago. Okay. And she wasn't going to accept that with, with 4 kids in a 2-bedroom townhome. It's going to be efficient enough for her. Okay. But they forced her. That's what kind of happens. So if you're not blessed to have or do like Jock to put on child support, then there's all kind of things that you have to put up with. Stop having babies with guys that you don't know. And men, same thing. Stop listening and thinking with your third leg and getting yourself in situations that you see Jock is in. Okay, Nadia says some men think support is just money. I'd rather him be present in my child's life. Some of these fake talkers have a pattern. Old dogs don't learn new tricks, child. Exactly. But for my trucker man, if you're on the road, you have to compensate somewhere for that time loss. Unless you have your own authority. You have your own authority, it's a different story. You have your own direct contract, then you can be home every weekend and spend time with your sons and your daughters. We're going to talk about y'all. But in Jock's situation was he really was tricked and really, truly, from the sounds of it, relied on. Okay, the system isn't meant to keep families together. Okay, but we got to change that, especially in Black and Hispanic communities, because we are the main ones going and filing child support. If you don't believe it, the statistics show it. Go down and look at the numbers. Go to Google. Go through all the videos you can go through. Okay, and you will see the majority of women that's going down for child support are Black and Hispanic women. That means a lot of fellas are not stepping up to the plate. Now, you one of those men to put child support on yourself. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the men that's been slacking and doing what they want to do and not taking care of business, and you find yourself in trouble just like Mr. Jock here. We're going to try to play this video one more time, child. Hold on.
Yeah, man, I was actually sponsoring an event for the mayor of South Fulton. And I was going home to get dressed, and a lot of police department pulled behind me, and they ain't say nothing. He just
Okay, see? Know what's going on, y'all. Don't know what's going on with it. Hold on. Okay, man says. Okay, actually, it was more whites on welfare. I'm ordered to get that voucher. You must charge the father with CS, so that's not true. Not necessarily. You can in the state of Texas, you can get a housing voucher without being on child support. I know that for my fact, because my dad didn't put my daddy on child support. All she got was food stamp help. But my daddy wasn't there. Have a good night, sis. Just wanted to stop here, child. You know these men don't like child support talk. They use the crazy baby mama as an excuse for their neglect. Exactly. That's how I go. I don't know why I really want to try to really read this clip and what he really experienced. I don't know what's going on with it on what I plan, but we're gonna try this again another night, or we'll chop it up about it. I might come back on later on the night and chop it up about it and see if I get my men on. I might talk about it again tomorrow, or I might just put it on the shorts clip. So, no, not in the state of Texas. Not in the state of Texas. Now you don't have to have child support to get on the housing voucher. You can get on the housing voucher without having a child support check. I know it for a fact because we were on there and my mama didn't have my daddy on child support. Yeah, that's just saying. And we went on welfare. Let me holler at you. Not the food stamps, the entire grant. I know this for a fact. And never said the government will collect for burdens of society. That's why they call children burdens for society. I've never heard burdens for society. Housing voucher says you're not reading right. Oh, you said welfare now. Okay. I thought you meant house. I thought you meant on the housing voucher. Where if I'm ordered to get that voucher? You said you have to be on whites on welfare, and I'm ordered to get that voucher. You said when you said voucher, I thought you meant welfare. I mean, housing vouchers. You're mixing the words. I'm not mixing words. I thought you meant something else. I'm like I read that when you said voucher, it be on wild because when you say housing, in Texas they call it a housing voucher. So when you said voucher, that's where I took it from. Yeah, but thank you for coming in, baby. Thank you for y'all showing love. Appreciate it. But back to the fellas. Okay, I know you're gonna watch the replay. I know you're gonna put things to say like my trucker men that's out here. How does it feel? How do you cope with it? Do you think the money that they take from you is fair? Okay. And in a courtroom, can you actually negotiate what you want to pay? I know for right now, for like on the option, I get really get hit for child support because I know for a fact that the more money you make, the increase it has for how much money they take. Okay. Now instead of Texas, they take 30%. Okay. I don't know if I can't forget what you gross or what you net. You have to let me know. Okay, I saw what some of my fellas are on right now to correct me, let me know what's really going on with it. Okay. But I really do feel like what happened to Young Jock really was wrong. I feel like this is by pure malice. I do feel like Young Jock is one of those type of brothers that is on TV television, do not shy away from take care of his responsibility. Okay. He has always shown his kids for years now. Since his songs have been on the radio, he's always shown his children. Okay. Way more than other rappers like Future. Okay. Future don't really show a lot of his kids often live at their birthday parties and stuff. Often he'd always be at that some of his kids' birthday parties. If you never noticed, he has 8 different baby mamas, nine kids, and 8 different baby mamas. Okay, but we support this man music. Okay, we support this kind of lifestyle, this kind of behavior in any man. Okay, you keep making that man rich, but yeah, here not take care of business. Okay, with 8 kids and being a musician, there is no way we're gonna take us out. Well, there's no way. Sidebar here, talking about somebody else. There's no way that the rapper Future spend time with any one of the kids that they with the traveling, recording studios, doing live shows, and with 8 kids and 9 different baby mamas. There's no way in hell he's taking care of his business. There's no way in hell that he's spending any quality time. There's no way he's taking the time to be a dad. You understand what I'm saying? So just because a man got money, that's not all that you really want for a father for your child. I don't care if you gave birth to the child. I don't care if you adopted the child. Care the child's your niece and nephew. If you're a legal guardian and that person's gonna be in your life and he's gonna be the man of the house, you want him to have a relationship with the children in your life and in your household. Okay, some women do this shit on purpose, though. I hate to say it, but that's part of what Jock's situation is. Some women are doing shit just to let them get pregnant. They supposed to get paid. Okay, like look at Tristan Thompson, the Kardashian. I think it's Khloe's ex boyfriend, baby daddy, or whatever you want to call him. He get hit up now for $60,000 a month just in child support. Yes, a lot of you trucker men, a lot of trucker men, be careful too. Like the women are looking for y'all too. They're looking up here. They know y'all making 6 figures. Now some of y'all can see $1 million out here. They know some of y'all are seeing 2, 3, 3, 400,000 a year. They're looking for you too. They're looking for a meal ticket through these babies, and not looking at all the side effects of things at all. So I'll drop that down. See, I wish some of my men was on here tonight. Let me know what's going on. But drop a comment down below. Let me know how you doing. Let me know how you feel about it. Are you on child support? How you coping? How you dealing with it? How you feel about men uh, being paid to maybe ain't on child support? Do you think it's a fair thing? Do you think more women should be paying child support? Do you think taking care of child should be 50-50 thing? Okay. Let me know in the comment section down below. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. And it's your girl Shape.